want?
Okay, good. People, please listen. This is Ryan of the After Credits cast. Something weird is going on. Monarch is attacking podcasts left and right. Of course, they started with ours.
Stick to the script, Ryan.
Fine. The truth, the real truth, is out there. We are going to find it. But we have to get Aaron first. If you want to help, go to patreon.com/WassescastProductions. Your support means everything right now, and it just might be what we need to bring Monarch down.
Okay, the drill's charged up on my end.
Okay, again, that's patreon.com/WassescastProductions. You guys do your part, and we'll be the ones to save the show this time round.
Mr. Waseska, you're awake.
I've been awake for a while. Not really sure what you're planning or why I'm here, but don't these chains seem like a bit much to you?
Oh, don't be so modest. You are the After Credits cast, after all. The only film podcast to expose us to the world. But that ends today. That ends now.
Yeah, I think I'll be out of here before you know it.
I wouldn't count on it. We're hunting your friend Ryan as we speak, and you are being monitored at all times. Think of your time here as your final performance before you are terminated.
Wow, you really know how to liven up the party here. Death threats and everything. You at least got a co-host for me for this final performance?
There is a guard down here for you. Feel free to talk to him if you wish.
Hello?
Shit, hi. You sound a lot like my friend Robbie.
Yeah, I get that a lot, actually.
Okay, well, I guess thanks for joining me on, whatever my final show is here. Kind of weird to do this without my buddies, though.
You don't consider me a buddy?
I mean, you're being paid to keep me here, and you have a loaded weapon to keep me compliant. Not really sure that's what I'd call friendly behavior.
Look, buddy, I'm not even sure I'm getting paid for this gig. Some Monarch guys just came into my house, pulled me out, handed me this stuff, and said I was their guard now.
And you didn't fight back or say otherwise?
Would you fight back against a rich dude with an armed militia?
You know what? Fair point.
I did grab this, though.
That's another one of those weird folders Nicole's been getting. Same seal and everything. Where'd you find this?
I don't know. It was on a desk. It looked important. No one seemed to notice.
I see. Well, I suppose we'll take a look at these documents and this USB drive? I wonder what's on here. Do you have a computer on you or anything?
Like they give me one of those. Honestly, I don't even know if this gun has any Sorry, I guess it does.
Why don't we just read what we have here and go from there? Let's see. So this document talks about Godzilla vs. Kong from 2021. Hey, they aren't censoring me this fucking silly anymore. Awesome. Written by Eric Pearson, Max Bornstein, or Bornstein, whatever you pronounce it, and Terry Rossio. Directed by Adam Wingard. The film has currently made a total of $285 million in just the past weekend, which is getting close to double what it cost. Also stands as the best performing post-COVID film to date, which is pretty good. The cast includes Demian Bichir, Kyle Chandler, Lance Reddick, Julian Dennison, Elza Gonzalez, Shun Uguri, Brian Tyree Henry, Rebecca Hall, Alexander Skarsgård, and Millie Bobby Brown. And, yeah, that's all I've got for my part of the script here. No awards listed, so, because there's the new release. Can't imagine they'd stop this at the Oscars, though, of course. With that, still no Ryan.
What's wrong?
Well, so, normally this is the part where I turn to my co-host to read the fun facts of the episode, and he's not here.
Why can't you do it?
Well, him reading it gives me a break before I get to the usual synopsis.
Oh, well, I could read it.
I guess that would be
What the hell was that?
I told you the atomic drill would work.
I didn't say it wouldn't work. I'd say you probably kill someone with it.
Details, it's fine. Oh, hey, found Aaron.
Oh, thank God. How'd you guys find me?
Oh, I'm a double agent. I know everything about Monarch's hideout. Huge.
Right, so let's go ahead and get you out of here, okay?
Wait, does this mean we're done?
Oh, sorry guys, I can't. I'm recording a podcast with my new guard friend. What's your name again?
Robbie.
Huh.
Alright, fine. Where are we in this episode?
I believe it's time for Ryan to read us some fun facts.
All right, well, cool. Scooch over and let me take it from here. First off, Toho Company Limited, the Japanese company that owns Godzilla and produced the original King Kong vs. Godzilla in 1962, released in the US as King Kong vs. Godzilla, intended to produce an immediate sequel to the film titled Continuation King Kong vs. Godzilla. That's a horrible fucking name.
Creative
After
names.
a story...
Very great.
After a story treatment had been developed, it was eventually canceled. Later, Toho thought about remaking the film in the early 1990s under the title Godzilla vs. King Kong. However, they were prevented from making the film due to legal issues with Turner Entertainment.
Damn copyright.
Sometimes things just need a while before they're supposed to kick off. All right, last fun fact for you guys. To prepare for the film, director Adam Wingard said in an interview that he revisited a handful of Godzilla and King Kong films that he grew up watching, which revived a sense of empathy that he felt for the monsters as a kid. And that emotional element is exactly what he wanted to bring to his Mega Monster crossover. Some of these Godzilla movies I haven't seen since I was a kid, so revisiting them was a lot of fun. To be able to go back in time and re-experience what that was like, I was able to directly empathize with that feeling when I really felt like maybe Godzilla is going to lose in this movie. That was really important because it helped me remember going forward on Godzilla vs. King Kong the kind of feelings people are going to have when they watch it. That's what I want to do. I really want you to take those characters seriously. I want you to be emotionally invested, not just in the human characters. Who cares about the human characters? But actually in the monsters themselves. If I had my way, I want people to be really teary-eyed at the end of the movie and be that invested in what's going on.
Seems like you really actually gives a shit about his movie.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
like that.
Imagine.
Who'd have thought you'd make a good...
Imagine.
Who'd have thought you'd make a good movie if someone actually cared about it? As far as the synopsis goes, I wonder if that's what was on this USB drive. Nicole, Ryan, either of you guys got something I can put this in?
Yeah, I think I got an angle. Yeah.
All right, well, let's
All right,
plug it in. Let's plug it in and give it a play here.
There we go.
This is Dr. Ivo Robotnik, creator of the Eggzilla. They, of course, renamed it to the Mechagodzilla after they terminated my contract. Fucking capitalist bullshit. I recorded this message in hopes of it reaching the right people. Based on my findings, corporate doesn't have much time left anyway. The CEO sent out a small mission to the Hollow Earth. Several other teams have failed tremendously. Either they've been lost in the tunnels leading to Hollow Earth, or they've been crushed by massive gravity shifts. I don't know. They refused to let me in, or send in my machines for recon, but it makes little difference. I'll be off world soon enough. The newest teams apparently using new high-gravity machines to push through the hollow Earth barrier. Furthermore, they've partnered with Monarch, who have been holding Kong for some time in preparation for battling Godzilla, in case his project falls apart like I said they would. They think that the banana slamming ape will lead them into the hollow Earth on pure instinct alone. Damn beast, they wouldn't do that. Meanwhile, I've been finalizing the build for the Eggzilla. It requires a control pilot utilizing a neural network from the skull of Monster Zero. Its brains consisted of the energy needed to run Eggzilla. The only problem is it runs out of energy too quickly. I kept telling corporate to let me get the Chaos Emeralds, but my request kept getting denied. Bastards. So the CEO is hoping his daughter can get the energy signature needed from the Hollow Earth to get the machine up and running. Odds are they've died. What? I can't believe this. These reads are off the charts. She managed to get it in. I'll get a load of this. The energy is overloading the neural network. This isn't good. Time to evacuate while the going is good. What the hell was that explosion?
I don't know, but it looks like the recording ends there.
Guys, look! On that conveniently placed TV in our prison cell. It's Kong, and he's back on the surface to fight Godzilla.
I see. Well, we have to commemorate this. Nicole, are you ready to ramble?
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What did you ask?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me ask that again. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two Titans of Hollow Earth here to fight for the title of the heavyweight champ. Again, this fight has already begun, so we'll cut chit-chat I'm your MC Aaron. I'm joined by my co-commenter Nicole. Without further ado, let's get ready to ramble.
Looks like Godzilla's a bit pissed off this time around. No doubt, give him the edge. His revenge match 58 years in the making.
Damn straight, Nicole. And reminder to the folks out there, we are sponsored by Monarch, continuing to control your lives and keep you safe from the truth. Monarch, because beyond logic lies...
We don't have time for this, y'all.
Right. And the match is already underway. Khan has brought himself a weapon in this fight, which, when did he get Thor's hammer?
Wait, that's cheating, you know it, but it doesn't matter. Zilla juked him, and is firing his laser.
Khan stops him with an elbow drop and tries to get him into a headlock. Just not a smart move when Zilla's full of lasers. Khan's just coming off with an off-the-wall punch, drop kick. He is not letting up.
Zilla won't take that lying down. He's up, he's charging up, he's... Oh, get the axe out of here! You can't just shove that down his throat! Let's take him to dinner first!
And the axe appears to be charged up more by that atomic breath. Not sure where Khan found it, but he's up his gate from 1963.
Don't do much good now. Godzilla's blasting the whole city of Hong Kong. Look like Yankee cans and a pile of monkey.
Not so fast. Khan's jumping in, his axe is charging, and... Damn, that's gotta hurt. They're both down.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait for the dust to settle. Let me take this moment and read from another sponsor. If you have a birthday coming up and don't have anywhere to go, be sure to check out Willy's Wonderland, just off Route 66. Come for some car trouble and stay for a party with Willy all night long. Again, that's...
Look! Godzilla's back up, and he's stomping Kong into the ground.
Excuse me, Robbie, the commentary professionals. Godzilla is back up. He's stomping Khan into the ground. Khan is conceding this round. It looks like the match is over. I can't imagine a bigger upset than...
What the hell is that?
That must be our next challenger, the Eggzilla.
I'm pretty sure that's Mechagodzilla.
AJ, the good doctor's message called it the Eggzilla, and that's what we're calling it. Show some damn respect. Eggzilla's just decimating this city. Not sure what his beef is, but he's mad.
Godzilla's running for the kill, and missiles! The Eggzilla has missiles!
It just launched itself at Godzilla with rocket boosters. It's like doping before the match. Where's the ref?
The ref! Guys, these are giant fucking monsters destroying the city. This is not an exhibition match.
But Ryan, listen to that crowd back there. They're out there, and they want to see this fight, but they're not getting it here. It's just a slaughter as the Eggzilla's throwing and slamming Godzilla all around what's left of Hong Kong. This is worse than 2013 Metropolis incident.
It's not boring. Here's another rocket boosted slam into the skyline. Eggzilla's about to fire a laser right into Godzilla's face. It's all over here. Oh, hold up. King Kong is back into the fray. He's tossed aside Godzilla's instead.
Not today. It looks like Godzilla's coming back up. I think he's got I think the flesh monsters are teaming up against the Metal Menace in a colossal clash of crazy creatures.
Doesn't seem like Godzilla's slowing down though. More missiles, more super punches. He's pulled them both up without any trouble. I think he managed to kind of fuck guys.
You might be right, but Khan's grabbing that axe again. He's not giving up without a fight. And he's knocked down. In fact, in the corner, the Eggzilla has a blender on his tail. Fuck. This is not going to be pretty.
Wait, Godzilla! He's firing his laser into Yankee King's axe. It's turbocharged! Kong swinging at Eggzilla. There goes an arm. There goes another one.
He's sweeping the legs. Eggzilla is down. And there goes the head. It's over. Khan and Zilla take the title.
And that was a match we won't forget anytime soon.
Damn straight, Nick. Thanks for joining me once again. If the fans at home want to see more of this, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell us you want to see more of this Ringside Ramble.
So, are we finishing the rest of the podcast?
And now back to your scheduled podcast.
That was fun. I will say before we get too deep in the discussion questions, I want to thank Robbie and Ryan for definitely playing all of that one. That was definitely one of our sillier, whatever we want to call that, we've done in a while.
That was great.
I'm very glad I listened to the Royal Ramble right before this.
Got you right in the perfect mindset, didn't it?
Perfect, yes.
So before we get too far, what did y'all think of the movie?
I thought it was really good. It felt very streamlined around the fact that the audience really just wanted to see the fight. So very minimal amount of time was set on at the actual like humans or the surrounding storyline. It was just like let's get to the Titans. Let's go. Mm-hmm. So I appreciated that.
Yeah, I especially liked the intro credits because it was like if you had not seen
A tale of the tape.
Yeah, if you had not seen anything before, like this set up both lores of King Kong and Godzilla, so you had at least some basis before going into the film.
Yeah, you weren't dropped in blind or anything, so that was a nice little treat.
Yeah.
I will say it here and now, and this kind of goes to my question at the end about compared to the other MonsterVerse films. Like I've told people who asked me, because after I shared it on Facebook and we went to the IMAX for it, people at work were asking, like, so how was it? So I will say what I told everyone else. It's good. It's fun. If you like Donkey Kong and Godzilla, it's going to be something you're going to have fun with. I don't think it's as pretty as what King of the Monsters was. I don't think it's as deep as what Skull Island was, but I do think it's still a nice middle ground of what those movies are.
That's yeah. I was just gonna say, Aaron, that's a good way to put it. My thoughts on it was like Skull Island's one of my favorites out of all these, but I mean, I had a great time watching this because finally getting to see King Kong go versus Godzilla, that was dope. I mean, I was amped, and just like Ryan was saying, you know, having the fight finally, I'm like, let's get to it. I don't care about any of this other shit. So exactly. I had a great time.
Well, yeah, especially because the last time we saw them clash was in that old 1963 movie, and like it's cool, it's fun, but they're just dudes in rubber suits. And while that's like the traditional way Godzilla movies are done, you have to admit it does lack a certain gravitas that this one brings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it felt like a bigger fight, you know, and I like that they had more than just one of them, those two going at it before we even got to the Mecha Godzilla part. So, you know, you had the one on the ship, which was really cool, like way to show them fighting, and then obviously in Hong Kong and, you know, bashing each other's brains in. I was there for it. I loved it.
Three rounds.
3 rounds, yeah.
Now I gotta ask, how did you guys watch it? I know, Nicole, you watched it on HBO Max.
I did.
I went to the IMAX screen because I wanted to see it on the biggest screen I possibly could.
And I am forever jealous of you for that.
Yeah.
Eternally jealous. I have a pretty good sized TV for my small studio apartment, and it was fine because I watched it on HBO Max, but I saw King of the Monsters in IMAX, and it just can't compare.
Yeah.
It just can't compare.
If I would have had more time, just with the weekend and everything, I would have done the same as you, Aaron.
Yeah.
But I watched it on HBO Max. I mean, I have a pretty decent setup, like Ryan was saying, but it's just not the same because that's just a fight you want to see on a huge screen. Like,
oh yeah,
that's what you pay to go to the theater for, you know.
And Robbie, for your benefit too, I went to the one that's out in Waukee, the IMAX theater out there.
Oh yeah.
I've never been there before. It is a damn nice theater, good seats and everything. Highly recommend if you have a chance to do it.
Yeah, I haven't been out there yet. I've wanted to. I was, you know, once stuff started to open back up, I was going to check out something out. Yeah. Wish it would have been this one, but I'll find one this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we still have Black Widow coming. We still have Suicide Squad. So there's a lot of reasons to go out there.
Oh, for sure. I'll find time.
Mm-hmm. So with that out of the way, who did you guys have down to win this fight, if anyone, and why?
It was Godzilla. There was no question. I'm sorry. It was just... I have nothing but love for Kong. Skull Island is a brilliant, fantastic movie, and they bill Kong pretty much as the protagonist in this particular movie. So I love him. He's strong, he's fast, he's agile, he's smart. But Godzilla's a living nuclear reactor, guys. I'm sorry. This was never a fair fight. And it kind of says something that he only stood a chance when he got an axe made out of Godzilla's dorsal fin. That's it. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
It's a bummer to admit it, but yeah, Godzilla kind of was the favorite to win this one, which, yeah, I mean, I like King Kong. He has the most personality of this movie, I think, but yeah, it was probably going to be Godzilla by a mile.
Oh, yeah, no. King Kong's alright, but I'm a Godzilla stan. We know this.
I was rooting for Kong because, you know, like I said before, Skull Island's my favorite out of all these. And, I mean, I knew Godzilla was going to win, but when he got that axe, I was like, all right, now it's on. Kong's back, baby. Like, I was even yelling at the TV, like, when he jumped with the axe to smash Godzilla in the face. I'm like, oh shit, it's over. And then I realized how much time was left in the movie. I'm like, ah, shit. Oh man!
Don't you love when you accidentally spoil yourself by looking at the time left?
I was like, is it over? Nope. Damn it.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like watching a Yu-Gi-Oh episode and you see Kaiba's about to win. It's like you look at the time. It's like, oh no, there's like 15 minutes left. Yeah, Kaiba, you're not going to win this one.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Though I was pleased with the ending of the movie.
Yeah, you know, having them work together to take out Mechagodzilla and them kind of just having a respectful nod to each other, basically, it works. It really works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a note here. I was talking to Aaron before, but I write notes during this. I watched it with someone else last night, and my final note for the film was, I think you guys are really gonna like it, but Kongzilla, enemies to lovers, I ship it.
Oh God.
That's good.
Oh, please.
I have seen some questionable fan art that implies that such as well.
So have I.
Like the floodgates have opened. It's between
Yeah,
that. It's
I
between
believe
that
it.
and
Ryan,
Resident.
how was I not going to ship them?
It's between that and the
It's
Resident Evil.
literally enemies to lovers.
Yeah, no, I don't support the theory, but I'm not opposed to it either. Like, you know, like they say in certain countries, you do you, man. You do you.
Mm-hmm. They're Titans. They can do whatever they want, right?
I mean,
That's
technically,
true.
yes.
Ryan, are you looking up the fan art?
Absolutely not. Nope. I am
Fucking
just
liar.
conserving my energy. I can't fight it. I can't fight it. I'm just going to live and let
No,
live.
Nicole, can you imagine what happens though if those two decide to, you know, hook up and whatnot? That's a city that's going to get flattened, no question.
I think I've seen that hentai.
Damn.
Okay, so there's a lot of logistic holes I have with the movie. Nothing that like breaks it for me enjoying it, but certainly things that raise an eyebrow. For example, how did they manage to capture Khan peacefully, and why did they think he would be willing to cooperate throughout the movie?
That's why they brought the little girl, right?
I mean, for the
I mean, that's the only reason she was there. I mean, besides at the beginning. That's the way I read it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they actually did a little bit of exposition about a huge like tropical storm that hit the island and actually like wiped the human population off of it. So I'm assuming that Monarch stepped in to secure the island and save Kong, and they managed to save the little girl as well. And so when they proved that they weren't a threat to them, they just kind of created this habitat for him, I think.
I wouldn't have minded adding like 5 more minutes just to kind of dive a little deeper into it. I don't think it would have really added a whole lot, but I would have liked to have seen like that process a little bit.
Yeah.
For the fans of Skull Island out there, why didn't Loki or Captain Marvel come back to reprise their roles?
Wasn't that like 60 years ago?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
In universe?
I think it was like post-Vietnam, if anything.
Well, John C. Reilly was a World War II guy, right?
Yep.
In that movie. So then it would be. I think you're right, Aaron. It was around Vietnam War time.
I think it
there.
was because I remember what's his name, Samuel L. Jackson's character reference in it.
Yeah. So let's see. That's 60. So I don't know. I think they'd just be pretty old, and maybe they didn't want to come back for it. I don't know.
They needed new, fresh-faced white people to sell the movie.
I think that basically, like, if they give us just that they both are not scientists and therefore would have less to offer, even though I think Tom Hiddleston's a fantastic actor and I'm looking forward to Loki.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah. So, conspiracy theory guy, the Bernie dude.
Bernie.
Does
Bernie was on one.
Does conspiracy theory guy
Alright,
work
let
for
me-
you? And how do you feel about the film
Let
making
me-
a paranoid conspiracy theory guy not only right, but a hero in a post-Trump fake news QAnon world?
I can hear Nicole dusting off her thesis. She's gonna back up and let her
How
take
did
the
you
stage.
know, Ryan?
I can hear it. It's like a fucking book.
It is a little bit of a book, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, as soon as the conspiracy podcast showed up, I'm like, oh no. I was wondering where they're gonna go with this teenage girl. I didn't care about her whatsoever. I cared more about the her sidekick than I did her.
That poor guy.
That poor guy, can I have a spinoff with him?
I feel like he's living off. He's working off his sins from Deadpool 2.
Oh, he was that
yeah.
guy, wasn't he? Shit, I forgot all
I
about
forgot.
He was that kid,
Yep.
that asshole.
Yeah.
But as far as the conspiracies, they built this guy up to be the typical conspiracy guy. It's I've seen people like this deep within the conspiracies making these podcasts. And just, oh god, just the conspiracies that he believed with. I literally turned to the friend that I was watching this with and I was like, out of all the conspiracies, they didn't even pick the good ones. They go with showering with bleach, which is a relatively new conspiracy.
Wasn't that a Trump recommendation?
Yeah. Yeah, that only became more popular with COVID. It was little sprinklings before, but not as much until COVID hit. And then the water thing, bro, come on. There are so many better conspiracies, though I do like that both the conspiracies, the main ones here, the water and Hollow Earth, both come from the 40s.
Yeah, fair.
And while I was doing some research into Hollow Earth, trying to fresh up what I didn't remember, the friend that I watched with, he's from Montreal, and I was like, oh hey, one of the supposed locations, locations into the Hollow Earth is in Montreal, without skipping a beat. He's like, you know what, that sounds right.
Having never been to Montreal, I can't confirm or verify this, but it sounds fun.
From what I have heard, it is a shit show. Its roads are god-awful, the entire province of Quebec is, trash.
Well, guys, if you want to defend Quebec's honor, please be sure to get at us in the comments below.
Or-
Yeah, leave a
Email us.
leave a comment and email, and I will tell you straight to your face you're wrong.
I mean, you could be right and Nicole still tell you you're wrong.
That's true. I do that to Ryan all the time.
I know this. Oh, man. Oh.
There are times I've looked Ryan dead in the eye and said he's wrong.
I had facts. I had actual evidence, and she said, nah.
Nope.
Or she'd be like, I heard the opposite. And I said, what? I didn't say no. And then I learned. I just learned to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, see?
It's
But,
it's a very it's a very weird thing to make this guy basically one of the heroes of the film. They just kind of validate all these
Yeah.
conspiracy theories and shit. It's just kind of a strange turn to take on this film, don't you think?
It's a weird, B story for this film. Because it's, the whole time I was like, alright, what are these guys gonna do? What is their part in the story?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just they were just shoehorned in there to take out Megazilla.
And barely that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't begrudge trying to figure out something for Millie Bobby Brown to do in the movie, because she's got great name recognition. She herself is a good actress, and they wanted to find something for her to do. I think where they messed up is that her character was really, really good in King of the Monsters because she connected her parents, which were on the opposite sides of the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And while they both had these like staunch beliefs, she was working in between them, trying to get them back on the same page. And I thought that was a great use for her character. And it just feels like a downgrade now to put her in the comedy relief B story.
Exactly.
Well,
it's
so
just like
I was gonna say a lot of critics have said they feel this movie's been chopped up a little bit. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe there were more scenes with her that kind of gave her more to do, but they cut it to streamline the film a little bit.
I think that makes sense, honestly, because that's kind of how I felt about it too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a great time, but it felt like it was missing stuff in it, you know. And maybe I'm just, you know, gun shy with that, with how they treated my boy Batman, and you know, the original. We'll get there. Sorry, that's a different podcast.
Never forget.
Anyway, sorry. Side note. No, I what I personally thought with this is this weird to have that in this movie in this year? You know what I mean? Like, and I know that's the question, but it's just like, why would you go down that conspiracy theory rabbit hole? Why was it even needed? You know?
Exactly, because they didn't expand upon the Hollow Earth conspiracy. They didn't bring in, like, anything else. It was just like, nope, here's Hollow Earth. I'm like, okay, where's the rest of it?
Yeah, exactly.
I turned to my friend and I was like, I swear to God, if there are no Nazis here, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm all about Hollow Earth, by the way. I'm hoping we're going to talk about that.
Hollow Earth. It's a wild ride.
I'm very curious, though. Where does Hollow Earth get its sunlight from?
It's weird.
That's a different podcast.
Depending on which conspiracy you go with. Some people say that it's its own, like, mini dimension, its own, like, little planet within the Earth. Some say that, like, it's Atlantis. That's where Atlantis went. And, like, that's where all the, like, mysticism and weird shit is. And that's why Hitler wanted to go there.
Yep.
My question then is, where the fuck is the Earth's core if there's a planet in the middle of the Earth?
See, that's what the scientists want you to think, Ryan. You've been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Our fake history books,
I loved this movie, but the Hollow Earth bit was a bit far. She's like, we're gonna go deeper into the Earth than we've ever gone, and then there's a gateway, and you have to deal with a gravitonic inversion, and now you're on another planet. And I'm like, what? Where? What?
So I am okay with this Hollow Earth thing if it's via portal. I think that works very well. I think it makes sense without contradicting too much, because, hey, if there is a portal, it takes you to a different dimension, and not necessarily into the center of the Earth, but like just a different planet even. But then Godzilla drills a fucking hole in the Earth and kind of kills that whole concept on its head.
Oh my god.
Look.
So it's like Hollow Earth is legit in the middle of the planet Earth.
It's legit in the middle of the Earth.
So Earth is just sitting here using another planet as a core, or what? I was so confused.
Yes and no.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Also, that was the biggest fucking flex for Godzilla to
bore
a hole from Japan directly to Hollow Earth, past whatever gravity inversion bullshit, to just destroy it. I'm just like, yeah, Kong's not winning.
Godzilla.
I'm sorry, that's not happening.
My boy Godzilla woke up, chose violence, and it was on sight.
Yeah, Godzilla was pissed this whole time. It was definitely entertaining just to see him lose his shit every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
So why does Godzilla take down the other kaiju when they all seem to be subservient to him at the end of King of the Monsters? And are we ever going to get movies for those monsters if they're all dead?
Well, clearly my boy Zilla had to T-pose on them. They were getting uppity.
I mean, I could see.
So I must have missed it. Was it confirmed that Godzilla actually killed all the other kaijus?
Well, so in the credits, they show them being defeated, so they don't say killed, but I think that's the implication, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the implication with the intro scene and that awesome tournament bracket that they did.
Yeah.
Oh, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
But then if that's the case, then where's Mothra? Because Mothra was benevolent. She was on Godzilla's side.
Well, she was dead before this all happened because of King of the Monsters. She sacrificed herself. That much I remember.
Damn, you're right. Damn. I had forgotten.
Ryan, I got something for you.
Oh, God.
No,
God.
I don't want anything from you. I already have a feeling. My Skype is hidden behind
Oh my gosh.
windows, and I'm just not even gonna look.
I just
You're
looked at
gonna
it.
look.
You're right
Yeah.
not to look at it. Oh my god. Damn it.
I've got worse.
Oh man.
Mothra, why did you say that name?
You stop it.
Uh,
Stop it. No, I have a thought on this. I think, especially, towards the end of this movie, them going back to the Hollow Earth, I think they're going to explore that more, is the way I see this going. And there'll be other monsters, even though they've already had some of the big name Godzilla monster kaijus. You know what I mean? Because this is like a whole new world that they can come from.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my guess. So if the other one's already dead.
yeah, that would make sense. I'm also very curious if
Yeah.
we're going to get introduced to Mecha Ghidorah? Yeah, I can't say the word now. The three-headed guy. Ghidorah, that's what it is. Yeah. I wonder if we're going to get Mecha a version of him, because I know that's in the films, and I know they build up to him after a while.
Yep.
But, is that something they're going to commit to, or are they bypass that because they've already used his head for something else?
Oh, we'll see.
I mean, I think now that the truth has been put out there that the whole reason Godzilla was fight on sight was because Apex was trying was eyeing the crown. I think now humanity in this instance would be super vigilant to make sure that nobody else starts to piss Godzilla off again by even trying this.
Yeah, but I mean,
So I'm thinking everything in Apex is getting confiscated immediately.
Listen, but a lot of things can piss off Godzilla. I could just, take a piss somewhere and Godzilla be like, oh, nope, I ain't doing that shit, and it just blows up my house. I mean, how do I know I'm not pissing off Godzilla right now?
He's here to dunk on everybody. I'm the king.
I thought that they were gonna bring in a Godzilla religion when the daughter was going on supporting Godzilla. I was like, is there gonna be a religion around Godzilla? Because I'm all for this. I'm signing up right now.
Listen. I've already followed a Versus movie where one of the heroes got to have a religion around him, and it was not a fun time. I don't need to see a second time, okay? I don't need to see that.
Oh, man.
I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be fun. Okay, can you explain how they sent an energy signature via email to power Mechagodzilla? Or how they used the skull to psionically connect to the machine? Or how any of this caused the robot to even turn evil?
Right? That was a surprisingly good internet speed.
From the
That
center
took
of
what,
behind
a
nowhere.
minute?
This is Toho magic.
Exactly.
This is Toho magic.
There was no
pure and
lag,
Yeah.
no disconnect.
Listen, I can't even get
damn.
my own 4G signal in my living room. They are not going to get any fucking emails out from the center of the earth. I'm sorry.
With the skull, didn't they say something about since that monster could telepathically talk to its other heads or something?
Yeah.
They literally said that
They
in
made an
passing.
attempt to explain.
I know, but it was a very half-assed way. I'm just saying.
It was.
I think that's what, but I mean, it's still just magic, and it doesn't make sense. But
It really
you know
had-
what I mean.
It was very half-assed. Oh, he used telepathy. It's somehow ingrained into his DNA.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all you need to know. It's fine.
Then I hooked up this
So we
thing
stuck
to
a
it.
couple of wires in it, and we just put a couple of terabytes of RAM in that bitch, and lo and
Right?
behold,
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's how science
I love how inside the skull there's a gamer chair
Yeah, that was pretty
as
sweet.
the pilot seat.
Can I not? I'm not going to lie here. I don't have any intentions of making a mecha pilot seat like that, but I would not mind a gaming room setup where I'm just in a big giant skull. That'd be kind of cool.
Same. I want that to be my
You'd be a
setup.
legend, I feel like, in the gaming world.
I honestly would be surprised if some ridiculously rich person does not make that
For sure.
forward. They're like,
Well, no, so-
I now know what that room's going to be in my mansion.
So you could make it a game room, because a game room implies there's, like, multiple things in there for multiple people to do. This would just be, like, his gamer setup for when he's in, like, do sports and stream and shit.
Yeah, that's his gamer setup. That's when he goes to stream live on Twitch.
Yep, I was going to say. That's going to be like one of those famous Twitch guys are going to end up doing this.
Hey, yo, bitches, it's me, PewDiePie, from inside Mothra's skull. What up?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
I'd be down to check it out once, just see what happens. Okay, gotta get deep here for a minute. If Kong represents the West and Godzilla represents the East, what do you think Mechagodzilla represents? Or are they even metaphors or allegories for something else, or anything else?
Man's inability to leave well enough the fuck
Oh,
alone.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Like when, oh god, I'm looking through my notes, and one of them is, of course, Florida.
Of course.
Of course. No fucking surprise.
Well, so
yeah,
I've seen a lot of articles.
Just people.
Okay, I've seen
Yeah, this is just people like, this guy trying to get a bigger dick than Godzilla.
Yeah, that's a great one. It's like when a dude buys a huge truck, or like
Exactly.
that. Oh my god, I didn't think about that till right now. And I mean, he even talks about it when he's doing his thing before Mechagodzilla kills him. He's just basically
he
like,
has his
I have the biggest dick
monologue
now.
of like, look at my sweet ride.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's perfect.
We will be the apex species on this
Yep.
planet. I'm like, bruh, you done goofed. I'm sorry.
Have you
It
seen
is nice to know
Godzilla,
that
bro?
nature
Yeah.
still takes over. Yeah.
But to get back to the semi seriousness of the question, I mean, I think it goes back to essentially the post World War II sentiments in Japan regarding the use of nuclear weapons, and like how they as a country, as a nation, are like decided to turn a new leaf after seeing the folly of a few key individuals that led the nation astray. So it's very interesting to kind of see the human component, where it's just, rather than respecting the natural order of like nature, they we generally screw up when we try to make ourselves better than that. So I feel like it kind of gets back to its roots a little bit in that way.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see more of Khan in the Hollow Earth? Why or why not?
I do. I think you can, because I mean, I already said I'm a Hollow Earth guy, so I want to spend more time down there. But I think there could be stories told down there, because I truly think that there's going to be other monsters we haven't seen, so they can explore that going forward if we're going to have more just King Kong movies. And I mean, crossovers, whatever it might be.
Yeah, you can do so much with Hollow Earth now.
Yep.
Yeah, that door's wide open.
Yeah, I mean, like, Japan literally has a front row ticket to Hollow Earth, so.
They can just jump down the hole. Oh, man.
I agree that there's a lot more stories that can be told. I don't know if I want them to be told. I feel like it's a great point to end, but of course it's Hollywood. We can't leave well enough alone.
Of course not.
Ryan, I want my Rodan movie, and I want my Mecha King Ghidorah fight.
We got Rodan. He was
But
badass.
I want his movie. I want to see how Rodan became a thing.
Prequel. Spinoff.
Prequels.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, I would very much enjoy seeing another solo Kong movie
Yes.
since Godzilla already has 2 solo movies. So giving Kong his sequel in Hollow Earth as he is the new ruler would be sick. It would be sick, but I am wary of beating a dead horse. That's.
But it's Hollywood,
case, like,
so you know they're already beating it.
Well, in this case,
It's gonna happen.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Kind of a silly question, but was this film too reliant on CGI, and did the effects work for you? I will say there's one thing that kind of always threw me off that annoyed me a little bit, and it's that the monsters have very human eyes. Like, I can kind of accept it for King Kong. He's an ape. They're supposed to be very similar. But I think Godzilla having very human and expressive eyes is just kind of weird, don't you think?
Weirder than him laughing at King Kong. Did you guys catch that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're literally talking shit to each other. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah. There was definitely a point where Godzilla said nothing personnel, kid.
Yeah. I get your point,
I
though.
mean, seriously,
Yeah.
every time Godzilla showed up, it was just like, I heard you talking shit, bitch. Like, wait, what? And he said it all with his brow. Just,
Yeah.
He showed up, he's like, I'm fucking you up today. Like, okay, alright, shit.
Yeah.
It was a little strange.
I think with that, Aaron, they're trying to humanize these monsters in a way, so we can laugh about, their human expressions of them talking shit to each other with their eyes,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, though, when Godzilla's eyes were glowing with the atomic stuff, that was when he looked the coolest. That's when the design really came together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When he starts glowing blue, I'm like, all right, it's time to fuck shit up.
Yeah, when he's glowing, that's his A game. But when he's talking shit to Kong, that's some good shit there.
Yeah. Standing over him with the foot on the chest. Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
That was really good. Even though I was sad.
It's like, you're a winner, and still the undefeated
Yeah.
champion. I could just hear the announcer.
Yeah.
And then he just walks away, shaking his head, pathetic.
Oh, that's good.
It's almost like a cartoon, but not quite. It's not quite there.
Yeah.
Almost.
I thought it was I thought the CGI kind of changed up from the early, the first Godzilla movie that they did, and even the subsequent ones. It makes sense because it was centered around actually showing the physicality of Kong and Zilla, so it made sense to make those character models more defined.
Yeah.
It changed up how the CGI looked a bit, but I think it was done for that purpose, so I understood where it was coming from. I think, like you, Aaron, I think everything was made so that the fight would be more visceral and just we know what you're here to see, we're gonna do this shit, but it loses a lot of the ambiance and the cinematography of the other works, which I was sad to see go.
Yeah, it's hard to compare to King of the Monsters still, because that movie is like every frame of painting. Every frame is a painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Why does or doesn't this versus match work as compared to, say, the likes of Batman vs Superman?
God damn it.
Because this movie had 4 or 5 movies of build-up, as opposed to slapdash 2 movies.
Oh my god.
It's almost like it pays to set up your big climactic finish.
What?
It's almost like that's how movies and stories
What? We have to set things up in order for them to pay off in Hollywood? What?
It's oh my god. It just Nicole, I know you don't know me very well. I'm a huge Batman guy, so that movie pains me very, very much. So this is a sore spot for me. like Ryan was saying, it's just literally all these Godzilla movies and Skull Island was leading to this matchup. Like they talked about it. They talked about this ancient rivalry. They talked about, Godzilla, it wants to be the alpha, but Kong's the alpha of his own world, and it was inevitable. Like they were building to this moment. And like Batman vs Superman only happened because Zack Snyder has a hard-on for Dark Knight Returns, which is not even... Oh, God damn it. I know, sorry.
Oh, here we are.
But, I mean...
Start your
Yeah, but that story was after years of them knowing each other, and it got to a point where Batman... It was built to that point. Same concept. Not after two movies where we're just shoehorning that in because it, quote unquote, looks cool. Martha. Mm-hmm. God. All right, I'm going to stop talking.
Mothra.
Yeah.
Where did you hear that name?
Yeah, no, I would say the biggest thing for me is just this movie, for all of its lack of depth and meaning, understands its characters, i.e. Godzilla and Kong, better than Batman vs Superman understood either of its main characters, which is...
Yes.
How do you mess that up? How do you have a versus match for two characters you don't even understand how to make them properly?
That says it all.
Yeah. I think back to another versus film that is kind of like a guilty pleasure for me. You guys remember Freddy vs. Jason?
Do I ever? I went to that in the theater.
This is kind of like what I think Zilla v Kong is. Like, it's that fun fucking
I had a
rivalry,
great time watching that
and
movie.
You don't give a shit about the side characters. It's all about the main two.
Like, the other human characters are what we use to keep score between Jason and Freddy. It's like, who's winning?
Yeah.
Who's got the higher body count right now?
See, that movie's underrated because they do actually talk shit to each other, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
I love
Freddy talks shit to Jason, right? Yeah.
Well, let me rephrase. Yeah, one of them is talking shit. The other one is just standing there grunting.
I was going to say, I don't think he's ever spoken anything I've ever seen.
He's not a talker. He leads more by action.
Yeah.
Now I really want to watch Freddy vs. Jason.
It's real good.
It's
a good time.
Well,
just a good time.
Well, if that is something y'all in the audience want to see, just let us know down in the comments below, and Nicole and I can whip something up for another episode of Ringside Ramble.
Yes, that would be a good one for that.
But until then, you can also reach out to us on Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook about your thoughts on this film or any other film we've done. You can also email us directly. Ryan, what is that email?
That email is atomic breath can't melt steel beams at you. Excuse me. It was a really old meme email. No, that's evacstation@gmail.com.
Absolutely. Hey, before we get to the review, I just remembered, we never did deal with the whole Monarch taking over the podcast thing, Ryan.
Excuse me. Oh, don't worry. Nicole and I already got that under control.
Really? What'd you do?
Well, we we got our diamond hands together and we bought some stock in Monarch and forced the price up super high so that investors who were planning to buy in got their investments fucked. We basically bankrupted the investors in the company in one swoop.
Oh, is that how stocks work?
Fuck if I know. But Nicole says Monarch doesn't have any money left to run their operation, so...
So that means I'm definitely not getting paid then.
Yeah, sorry about that, bud. Maybe the guys we got to help us with the short squeeze will hire you.
Who was that anyway?
Oh, some company called Apex. They just dumped money into the stock the minute we told them about our plan. Didn't even ask any follow-up questions. Cool dudes.
Huh, interesting. Well, I'm sure nothing bad will come of this. Why don't we just go ahead and review the film? So this is where the part where we rank the film from platinum to trash and all the colors in between. Nicole, I know you've got a fun version of this. Why don't you go first?
No. We save mine for last, as is tradition.
Right.
Aaron.
So, then, Robbie, why don't you go first?
Let's see. He goes platinum, gold, silver, bronze, right?
Yep.
Down from there. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I had a great time watching this movie. I don't think it's the best out of these monster first films. I already said that I would consider Skull Island that. I would give it a silver. I had a good time. I'd watch it again.
That's fair. That's fair. Ryan, how about you?
I think I'm also with Robbie on a strong silver. I think it's a great movie for entertainment, and it's a lot of fun. It's a big spectacle. I would if you're looking for some real actually great cinema on top of beautifully captured monsters brought to life, then I would recommend checking out some of the other films leading up to this. But for this one, they knew what the audience was there to see. They played into that at every point. So if you wanted to see a fight, you're going to get a fucking fight. I think it delivers on what it's trying to accomplish.
I want to be controversial to pick a different rank, but honestly, it's hard to go outside of silver. Gold means it's highly recommended, top tier, and I don't think it's that good. I think it's definitely lacking in certain depth and meaning to really make it that far. I also don't think it's a bronze, you could just whatever with it. I think everyone should give it a look if they get a chance to, because it's fun. It's definitely a good time, but you're really only going to get your money's worth if you like Godzilla or King Kong to start with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I
Nicole,
agree with you guys. Oh, yeah, I agree with you guys. Yeah, it's just a really fun movie that you can kind of just turn your brain off for a little bit and just enjoy the ride. For me, they probably could have cut out the conspiracy guy and really all the humans. Just give Kong and Zilla.
Well, I would give the scientists a fair shake just because someone's got to get Kong.
All right,
from
give them
point
5
to point
minutes. Give them 5 minutes tops. But yeah, I had a really good time with this movie. It was a fun time. I'm gonna give this the surprising amount of Kong and Godzilla hentai that I found in 2 seconds. I didn't even look that hard, and
hard. I get it.
Yeah, you see what I did there?
Okay, so Nicole ranks this a 2-second hentai search. Gotcha. All right.
That's funny.
Well, that is all for the After Credits cast this week. Thank you all for listening. I want to thank all the guests for coming on this week. This was definitely a fun season and a fun episode to end on for the season. And looking forward to future content we're doing. And hopefully we will not be taken over by any other evil corporations anytime soon. So thank you for listening, and we will see you after the credits.
Bye.
Bye.
It seems the Godzilla was a failure. Robotnik will pay for this.
This is fine. The data we have gathered from that fight will prove very useful for our next mech.
And what about those movie boys on the After Critic cast?
Oh, we will keep an eye on them. Monarch got too close and too arrogant, flew too close to the sun like boy Icarus.
Of course. And nothing shall reach higher than Apex.
It is weird we are talking about our company like we're doing a commercial or setting up for some kind of sequel.
I don't think so. Not like anyone is recording this or anything.